listen, Creative Space on Omega Radio every Wednesday at 10:30 with your host, Catherine Shapiro. Hey, good morning, Omega Radio land. This is Catherine, connecting you with the gifts that God gave you through your art. We are human creations with finite language, but art is universal. We try here to get connected with our creative selves so that we can spread the word and the beauty of the world in all the ways that we are capable. Did you know that there is a legend that God created the world with words? Words can help, words can harm, words can change the world. And I am going to introduce you today to some artists who are trying to do just that. A really good poet named Carol Lee White says this about the good Lord. Love, soaring, overwhelming, fulfilling joy. Joy in the person God sent me to love. Joy in the moment of soaking in the music. Joy in action that fills my soul with love. The warm, protective midnight blue blanket of God's love protecting me from harm, from fear, from my own foolhardy errors. Soothing and quieting my restless soul within his everlasting arms. That is a good dear friend of mine named Carol Lee White. We met on my Parkinson's team, a website that is dedicated to the better life of people with Parkinson's. God gives us a lot of gifts, and it is our duty to get in touch with those gifts and find them. I have been asked, how did I get started? I had a wonderful teacher who gave me an opportunity to help learn my craft and speak to the world in the language that we all know is beautiful: painting, drawing, writing. If you have a language like that bouncing around in your head, do it. Because God inspires us to speak of him, to spread the world, to spread the word throughout the world about his gifts, about the wonderful beauty in our world that he created, and about each other, who may every once in a while need a hand up and a help out. I have been privileged to be a part of many, many organizations throughout my life. Omega Radio gets to be one of them. If you would like to call in as an artist, as a creative, as a person, no matter where you are, you can reach us here, 954-900-4310 at 877-994-0253 or at 876-361-31613, sorry about that, and 9129. We would love to hear from you. One day I came across an absolutely wonderful, wonderful place. It's Omega Radio. And I gotta tell you, I am so thankful to all the people here who have made my job easier, this wonderful program look really good, and to make me be able to spread the message as good as I can with everything that I can. We need each other. We all need and want the same things. And a good, steady foundation in a relationship with your divine presence will do that for you. That is why I'm here. I have all kinds of different ways that you can get in touch with your creative self no matter where you are, with that little small voice, no matter where you are. Remember last week we talked about confidence. Now I'm talking about inspiration. Dial in. Let me know what inspires you. There are all kinds of things that inspire people. A word, a picture. Art is very good for that. A kind gesture, opening the front door, closing the back one. If you have a challenge in your life, what you need to do is get help, ask permission, ask forgiveness, and ask for help. There is nothing that says that you should be silent. In fact, speech leads to change, leads to action. Faith without works is a barren faith, and I really do believe that. And as artists, we can change the world. I am expecting a very good day today. Are you? If you are, put your hands up and let me hear you. We are waiting to hear what inspires you, what keeps you going, what words of God that you enjoy. My friend Carol Leah White is a wonderful lady, a wordsmith. There are very few of us around, and we are grateful to have her. I'm expecting a guest to call in shortly. So let's take a minute.
Every day is so wonderful, and suddenly it's hard to breathe. Now and then I get insecure from all the pain. I'm so ashamed. I am beautiful, no matter what they say. Words can bring me down.
have Ashley McGee joining us here on Creative Space with Catherine.
Thank you, Lord. Hey, Ashley, how you doing, my friend?
It took me a minute to call in. I'm sorry. I couldn't find the numbers for a second. How are you this
That
morning?
is so all right. I am fine. I'm going to tell a little bit of story on my friend Ashley McGee. Ashley and I have been friends going way back. We met at a local community event, and we were singing together. We sang words that were beautiful and wonderfully made, an old Broadway tune. And we got together by, I think it was Providence, don't you?
Yes, that and One Planet United.
Yes, ma'am. I have worked with a lot of organizations over the years, and some of them are really interested in the whole process of making peace, being inspired and learning from other traditions, and keeping the world a more conflict-free place. And that was the context in which we were there that day. Tell me a little bit about yourself, hon.
Well, I'm an artist in my own right because I'm a graphic designer. And I also design websites, and I'm in a wheelchair, believe it or not. And right now I'm actually going to school for speech therapy as well.
That is fabulous. That is an amazing way to help people with words. What inspired you to do what you do?
What inspired me to go to school for what I'm going to school for?
Yes, ma'am.
A boy with autism that I met, like in 2011. I was able to help him with a bunch of sign language to learn how to speak a little so that he could get his points across to eat and do important things. And it just inspired me to elaborate on that to help the disabled community.
So you had that one person to get you going and put you on the right track. Out there,
it's
yeah.
my whole life.
Perfect. Who is that one person for you out there in Omega Land? I know the bishops here inspire me. These wonderful engineers inspire me every time I walk in here. I don't know how they do it. What inspired you? Think about it. If you wanted to give advice, Ashley, to somebody just starting out, what would you tell them?
If you have an idea in your head, don't wait and think that you can't get it done. Just start. Without starting, you can't finish.
That's the truth. That is God's truth right there. Because who do you think gives you those ideas in your head?
God, of course.
Of course. And it's nice in a place like this to bounce ideas off of other people. The long-term goal of my creative space is to create a place where artists of all abilities, talents, and skills can work together. That space may be physical. Right now, it's right here on the radio at Omega 101.9. And if you want to call in, you can use these numbers, 954-900-4310, 877-494-0253, and 876-613-9129. So thank you, Ash. I really do appreciate you calling. And what are you up to today?
I'm just relaxing today, and I'm going to take a test for school, I guess.
Well, all the good luck to you, and I hope that somebody listening out there hears you and feels that spirit move them. Because if you're not inspired, you're not going to get where you're going. If you don't start, like you said, you can't finish.
Get finished. That is true. Have a beautiful day, my friend. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you so much. Love you too, baby. Bye-bye. She's an angel herself. And I'll tell you what, there are lots of angels in this world. Most definitely. You can find them anywhere. Find them in the classroom, find them in the supermarket, find them in the line at the DMV. If you're there for a couple hours, you're bound to find somebody. Online, I came across a wonderful Facebook page called the Art Challenge. What we do is we take work from all over the world, put it on the Art Challenge page, and we inspire other artists. The manager of that page is a lady named Carol Elsner. She runs a wonderful gallery page on Facebook, and it's called A Taste to See, SEE. She's a wonderful painter and visual artist. Anybody you hear from today will have their information posted on my gallery page at www.cmscreationsart.com. And of course, Omega Radio is streaming live right now as we speak. So come on and chat with us. We are here for you, but we are listener supported. So we definitely can use an assist now and then, just like anybody else. If you feel it in your heart that this show has moved you, call in, let us know. And call in with any idea that you think would be terrific to introduce to our creative space. All my best ideas come from you. We are local here in Coral Springs, but heard round the world through Omega Radio. Again, if you want to get in touch with me more directly, my website is www.cmscreationsart.com. And I would appreciate a note from anybody, any one of our listeners out there. We are well and beautifully made, and God does not make mistakes. He loves you as you are, where you are, and wants to help you put your gifts out into the world to help others. That is why I'm here, and that is definitely why Omega Radio is here. So, if you need a little practical advice, I'm here to give it to you. I know what you're going to say. You're thinking, I don't have time for this. Yes, you do. Carry a little piece of paper and a pen with you wherever you go. That still small voice is kind of hard to hear, and sometimes you need to write it down or draw it. I have pictures on my web page of a sketch box that I carry wherever I go. It's gone to Jamaica. It's gone to London. It's gone everywhere that I go. Take 5 minutes. You know there's an idea in your head that'll change the world. Bring it. Absolutely bring it.
Every day is so wonderful. so consumed, and now you're alone.
Art is a healing language, and it has healing power. It brings the words to your heart and the pictures to your mind and the ideas to the front where people need them. Put them out in this world. Do that for you, but do it for the world and do it for God to spread His wonderful message to the world. Because He gives power to people who bring His presence into their life. Do kindness, spread joy, grow knowledge. Remember, words can hurt as well as they heal. Ask for forgiveness. Make a picture of the world as you want it to be, and I guarantee you, with the help of that divine essence, it'll happen. If you have a friend that you know of who's an artist, send them to me. We'll get their information out into the world, and the challenges that you have overcome and they have overcome, we will all overcome together, right here in the creative space.
Don't you bring me down. Don't you bring me down today.
My journey started really as an artist back in 2012. I was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. Yes, the one you see on TV. Believe it or not, it is the second most common movement brain disorder next to Alzheimer's. There are lots of things going on with people that we don't see. And that is the ultimate truth when it comes to Parkinson's. I have worked with some wonderful people as artists, and I'm getting together a lot of their wonderful ideas for all of us to share. If you would like to schedule a workshop or an on-site art-themed fundraiser, let me know. Again, my website is at www.cmscreationsart.com. If you have an idea that you would like to share with your community here right now, call right in. If anything is true, I have always said that it takes a hand to give a hand, and all the people will rise if one rises and helps another. This weekend I visited the Coral Springs Festival of the Arts. It was amazing, the kind of things that we saw. Taiko drummers that you could literally hear for 2 miles. God's word will spread that far, and good news spreads even faster. If you want to help us in the creative space to spread great ideas, great artists, and their work, give me a buzz, let me know. Call the station, contact me on my webpage at cmscreationsart.com, and we will get it together. My tradition says to me that when God gave his instructions down to the people, he gave it in every language there was. As an artist, I think he gave it in music. I think he gave it in dance. I think he gave it in writing. I think he gave it in visions of how the world should be. We can create a world that is so much better than it is. We have to see it in our minds, and we have to show it to others. That's what has to be done, and that's why we are here. Thank you again to my fabulous friends behind the engineer's counter back there. Thank you to the bishop and all the wonderful speakers today. And Ashley, thank you, my friend, for being a friend. That's all you need. The Art Challenge is on Facebook. If you're an artist, you can submit your work and get lots of great support from lots of terrific artists. We get a lot of submissions from all over the world, and we want to see you. So message me on Facebook. Let me know you're out there. Listen, Creative Space on Omega Radio every Wednesday at 10:30 with your host, Catherine Shapiro.
I want to thank you for tuning in to the Creative Space with Catherine Shapiro, a proud sponsor of Omega Radio. You can catch Creative Space here every Wednesday from 10:30 to 11 a.m. If you are blessed by programming like Creative Space with Catherine Shapiro, I want to encourage you to be a blessing to the ministry. You can reach out to the main office if you love to come on board as a proud sponsor. If you love to sponsor a local program, the number to dial is 954-900-4310, toll free 877-494-0253, and toll free around the world. Once again, that's 877-494-0253, and the Jamaica line is 876-613-9129. You're tuned into Omega Radio, the station of the station of the stars, and yes, we are in Teleton, and the operators are standing by, and the prayer lines are open.
Teleton, Omega Radio fundraiser. This is John Wayne Manning.
Pastor Elizabeth, Pastor Grace.
March 5th until the 26th. Teleton fundraiser is here.